Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please take your seats at this time as the program will begin momentarily.
Quantitative research involves data that are numerical, or at least data that can be converted into numbers. Therefore, after collecting the data, we need to make sense of the data by analyzing them. We can do so by using statistical methods. Statistical methods make use of mathematical formulas and modeling techniques to assess the robustness of the findings. By doing so, we can draw some conclusion about a population based on the data that we've collected. There are two main types of statistical methods: descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics give us a summary of what is in our study sample, and this can be expressed as frequencies, means, or standard deviations. We can give a report on the number of participants that we have in the study, how the data is distributed in terms of the educational level or reported gender in this sample. We can also report the means and standard deviation of what we've measured in each group. Inferential statistics allow us to test a hypothesis. This will allow us to generalize our findings from the sample to a larger population. We might hypothesize that there is a relationship between two variables, such as the strength and thickness of a material. The stronger the material, the thicker it is. And we can examine this using a correlation test to examine whether this relationship is supported based on our sample. Or we can ask if there is a difference in our measured variable between two or more groups. Let's start with deciding which statistical analysis to use. There are two main types of inferential research methods: correlational and experimental. The type of statistical test that we use depends on what our research question is. In correlational research, we observe what is happening without changing anything or interfering with what is happening. While in experimental research, we manipulate variables, also known as the independent variable, and this manipulation can either be done between groups, known as the independent design, or within the same group, known as the repeated measure design. Another important factor that we need to account for when deciding which statistical analysis to use is the levels of measurement for the variables.